Singapore, Visual Arts Extravaganza. Singapore Art Week returns from January 17 to 28 next year with more than 100 events transforming museums and public spaces around the island. Giant outdoor murals and projections, film screenings, art walks and performances have been programmed in the annual festival's 6th edition. It is organized by the National Arts Council, Singapore Tourism Board and Singapore Economic Development Board. Art Enclave Gillman Barracks will hold its popular Art After Dark party on January 26 and that day launch a new art trail, Decini, with site-specific sculptures, murals and performances which run till September next year. Another anticipated work of art is Progress, the Game of Leaders, a roughly 1.5 m tall interactive sculpture which will be at the Arts House from January 22 to 28. It is designed by urban artist Samantha Lowe, the sticker lady who made headlines in 2012 for pasting stickers with slogans around Singapore. This work, first shown at the Melbourne Festival this year, is based on the popular game Jenga. Players stack or remove 72 balsa wood blocks representing elements of first world nations, such as increasing globalization or military spending. The idea is to make the tower as tall as possible. Lowe, 31, hopes players will put themselves in the shoes of world leaders and note that progress comes with compromise. When we first played it in Australia, people were choosing socially conscious, morally right blocks and trying to avoid the military blocks. But you couldn't avoid it, she said. When people play the game, I want them to see we are all the same. We make unpopular decisions because they seem the best at the time. Other events involving young Singaporeans include Art Walk Little India, tours and storytelling performances organized by students from LaSalle College of the Arts, and film-based works from visual artist Cray Chen and theater practitioner Ifran Kazban. Ifran, 29, is working with the Asian Film Archive to stage a live recreation of a lost 1947 film, Singapore di Waktu Malam, Singapore at Night. His work is part of State of Motion 2018, Sejarah, the archive celebration of Malay language films produced by the former Shah Malay Film Productions. State of Motion includes screenings and tours to film locations as well. Chen, 30, offers a playful take on Chinese wedding customs in the art film, 5 Rehearsals for a Wedding, showcased at Objectives, Center for Photography and Film from January 17 to February 11. Single and not sold on wedding customs, he says, what you're watching is not a wedding. It's about this person in a way negotiating with themselves and coming of age. It's looking at my own possible future. Giving young artists space to develop is a hallmark of Singapore Art Week, said Ms. Linda de Mello, the Arts Council's Director, Sector Development, Visual Arts. Speaking at a press briefing on November 14 at the National Gallery Singapore, she added that the goal of Singapore Art Week is to increase audiences for, an appreciation of, the visual arts in Singapore. The marquee event next year is a second edition of the Light to Night Festival, held from January 19 to 28.